Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. And on the mound today, Ben Brown. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Now it's the DH, Jordan Beck.
Ball one.
Inside. And we're underway. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And that one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tovar will hit next. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Beck at second with nobody out. Swings and chases a low one there.
0-2.
That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a pitch. And that just misses.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And here is Hunter Goodman. Oh, he can't hang on. Still slings it to second. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Right through there for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ball 3.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that is out of play. This one in the air, right field, and that's the third out. Back here at the friendly confines. On the hill here today, Antonio Senzatella. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Kyle Tucker stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Nobody out. Runner at first. Sends a throw to first.
He's safe.
And he dives back in safely. Runner on the go. In the air, left field. Martini coming on. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate.
Seiya Suzuki.
Swings through that one for strike one. Happ stands at first with one out. Way high with that one. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Amador makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, top of the second. And here's the first baseman, Michael Toglia. Brown back to work. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. And that's down and away. And a ball evens the count. Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one hammered. Suzuki running hard for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. This one in the air. Swanson puts it away for the out. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak.
And that skips into dirt. Brown. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Next pitch is outside.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Got him to chase one above the zone there. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
2 outs. That misses the zone. Now 2-0.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
That one fouled off. 2-2. No score here in the second.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Draws the walk there.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
2 outs, runner at first. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador.
Inside.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Ha. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. And now it's Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
And that drops in for a strike. Liner to second. It picked on the hop. And very nicely done for the out. There's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 strike.
And a slider in there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that quickly 2 away. Nico Horner will come up to him. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Ball 1 there. Off the plate inside. 2 balls and a strike. And he swings through that one.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Ground ball up the middle. Tovar. The throw to first. Out. And that is the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the DH, Jordan Beck. Beck measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting leadoff in today's game. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Next pitch is downstairs. This to third. Shaw. Whips it across. Out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now it's going to be Ezequiel Tovar. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Top of the third, no score. That one ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting.
Now here is Hunter Goodman. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
That's a ball.
Tovar, the base runner at first with one out.
One strike.
Brown throws over. Tovar back in on a dive. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And a count 1-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble coming home. He will score, and the Rockies take the lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. First offering, and it just misses. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Pat right there to make the grab. That's out number 2. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there.
And there's a hit. Goodman around third. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. As we go to the last of the third, here's the veteran first baseman, Justin Turner. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Turner with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Fights it off. He'll see another.
We usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Batting 8, the third baseman,
Matt Shaw, the next to hit.
Shaw.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Slice to right and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Hit in the air, right field. Moniak. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Reese McGuire. He's been a great free agent sign.
McGuire.
That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
2 outs, base is empty.
No.
That's a good pitch there.
2 balls.
Really had
No
some
strike.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Check swing, called strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a
2-2.
groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That's inside.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Start of the 4th. Here's Michael Tolia. Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but
No
not
ball.
throwing a ton of
1 strike.
first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but
Ball.
you can never predict baseball. All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Up the middle, Horner. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Nick Martini will hit. He reached out a walk his first time.
Martini.
Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Good eye in that spot.
Recognize that
2
changeup
balls,
right out
2
of the
strikes.
hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading
Here's
off
the Cubs
for the
leadoff
Cubs,
man,
the
Ian
left
Happ.
fielder, Ian Happ.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Happ lays off. Fouled off. He was late. And it goes just foul. That misses. It's 2-2. In the air out to center. Doyle on his way over. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down. Here's Kyle Tucker.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
No strike.
And that's
Ball
downstairs. 2-0. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And we are starting over. It's 1-1. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Swanson in the box now. Takes strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Inside, just missed. Suzuki over at second, one down. And downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that should be extra bases. Runner around third. He will score and the Cubs take the lead. The relay to the plate. Safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And there's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One home run shy of 200. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. A new arm into the game, the righty, Angel Chavez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw. Flied to right his first time. That's in there. That's strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch misses inside. And 1-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Yeah, the batter now is Reese McGuire. There's a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that's in the dirt. This one in the dirt. On the ground to first. Tolia tossed to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Adael Amador. Brown back to work. That one the other way. Swanson slings it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 2.
Beck.
High fly ball out to left field. Happ pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. A walk, and he's also singled. That one's in there, 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Foul ball.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Got him swinging.
Now batting, the designated.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a drive. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that's a strike. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. And that one's a little bit low. And the count now even up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out looking. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Cade Horton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Number 22, Cade Horton.
Hunter Goodman digs in now.
The catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Missing inside, and it's 1-0. Goodman, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Swung on and fouled off, and he'll need a new bat. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 2 in this one. That one misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. The Rockies down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. Clips the corner, and now 2-2.
2-2.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. McMahon at first, 1 gone. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0.
Off the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Michael Tolia will hit next. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Pitch misses there. 1-1.
Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on.
Strike.
Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball to first. Could be 2. Fired to second. And it's a double play to end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
There's the strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Makes the sliding stop. Not in time. He's safe.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's
2.
the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner.
Now, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
First baseman, number 3.
Here's Justin Turner.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
There's a strike. Shavilli picks to first. Horner back in on a dive. Two outs. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ground ball right side. Sends it to Tolia, and the inning is over. And we're back.
Leading
Now
off
it's
for
the right
Colorado,
fielder,
the right
Mickey
fielder,
Moniak.
Mickey Moniak.
And he chases a high fastball there.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Out to short. Throws across the diamond. One up, one down. Nick Martini now at the plate. A strikeout and a walk.
Martini.
Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Hey!
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies.
Second baseman, Adael Amador.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Now pitching for the
Number
Rockies.
45 will take over here.
Number 45.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now the Cubs catcher, Reese McGuire.
The catcher, Reese McGuire.
First pitch misses.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. Nice play.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. 1 for 3. That one outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Happ, the runner at second with 1 away. Ripped to short. And Tucker is retired. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Runner at second, 2 down. Called strike right there.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the
swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Cubs,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
number
the
40.
eighth. Brad Keller.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Back to the top of the order, Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies.
Beck.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
And they'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Pulls that one foul. Next pitch is downstairs. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throws to first. Two up, two down here in the top of the eighth. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one found hard the other way.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Slider misses outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. On to the bottom of the eighth, and here is Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Lined into right. Moniak hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Nico Horner, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player.
Horner.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now
Big
twice he's been hitting this one. 2 on with 1
Now
out.
batting,
Now
the
Justin
first
Turner
baseman,
gets a chance to hit.
Turner.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a rope into center field, base hit. Throw into third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now here is Matt Shaw. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Back-to-back base hits. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall.
So the Rockies turn the ball over
Number
to a new
36.
arm, Zach Agnos. He's been so good against lefties. First and second, 1 out. Now it's going to be Reese McGuire. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. High in the air, out to right. Moniak under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Right through there for a strike. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead. And he's got a 2-run triple.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Got a change up and a pretty good one, too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
And now Kyle Tucker. Goodman in position. And that will end the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Doyle in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game. Next is switch hitting first baseman Michael Tolia. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And it's 1-0. And another ball. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And it's fouled away. The Rockies down to their final strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just one run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
9-1 is how it ends. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.